so are we ready?
This is Jay.
This is A,
And this is Moxicated.
where we drop the booze and walk through the reality of life alcohol-free.
So grab your favorite mock, get ready to laugh, and let's get Moxicated.
Hello and welcome back.
Happy Monday.
How are you?
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there.
It's been one hell of a month, man.
I know they do say January will make you feel every one of those days.
Shish kabobberla boobs. Yes, just have a lot going on in my mind.
Yeah, and today on this beautiful Mox Monday, we are speaking on decluttering.
Thank God. Thank the Lords for lining this up because we need to declutter. There's too much up there.
Yes.
And yeah, I think it's a very much needed topic today.
Yes.
So let's talk decluttering.
Yes. There is, I think, different forms of decluttering, such as your space physically, your mind, your tech. There's so many different things in this life that we can declutter to make space for new, make space for growth, make space for literally everything else that we're craving and wanting. We just have to get our decluttered out.
Yes, well, there's a lot of stuff that we're carrying. We got a lot of baggage
Yes.
in a lot of places. There is a science, here.
Oh, please,
at
scientist.
Moxicated.
Jay, please hit us with that science, girl.
The science of decluttering. Because once we declutter, it can be any of the forms of decluttering, it will lead to mental clarity. And this is how. Clutter competes for your attention. It increases the cortisol, which is the stress hormone. And a tidy space does the opposite. It reduces mental overload. It reduces decision fatigue, especially for those ADHDers out there. And then studies show that if your environment is cluttered, it will affect your focus, it will affect your sleep, and it will affect your productivity. So there is evidence, it doesn't say where, sorry, the cozy apothecary. But there are evidence, I'm sure if you go to her page, of decluttering, that it reduces your stress and anxiety. It leads to better sleep quality. It improves your focus and your productivity. It increases your sense of control.
Ooh, you know me.
Holler if you hear me.
Trying to control everything and anything that will let me.
And it boosts your mood and creativity.
Amen.
So decluttering is actually self-care.
Ah, I love that. And okay, I'm not going to go on a rampage about self-care, but I did listen to something and it was talking about how self-care is not just going to the spa. And I feel like our listeners know that, and I hope that you do. But it is decluttering your phone. Like, these are things that are so huge for your self-perseverance. Sorry, I think I pronounced that wrong.
Perseverance, you said
there
it
you
good.
go.
Yeah.
But self-care is not just putting cucumbers on your eyes. There's so many other things, and decluttering is 100% a form of self-care, in my opinion.
Well, and this says start small and feel the difference. And I think that's also something we can relate to in alcohol-free journeys is like, we did take it one day at a time. We did maybe start small, maybe, figuring out what we needed to do. And we were able to feel that change over time, even if the steps were tiny.
Yes.
So decluttering the space.
For me, oh my gosh, as a hoarder of memories, it's so hard for me.
It's so hard.
Because I have a lot of clutter in my home, and I've even decluttered it. And it still has so much clutter. And I'm like, and I really do put emotion into these things. And it's stuff that people have given me. It's pictures. It's a memory of a time where I just love to look at and be reminded of. But also it stresses me out. And then too, I do have like a lot of plants, which I love my plants. But if you don't take care of your plants, and mine were a little bit neglected this last year, they're like all haywire, and they're like growing in places that shouldn't be growing. And so it's just kind of wild.
It is
But
wild.
yeah, so decluttering your space is huge. Your desk, your closet, your dresser, your counters, your bookshelves. Maybe it's time to remove some of those old books and add maybe one new one, just change up the vibe a little bit.
I, for me, need to declutter like in order to live. It's not only just like something that I do like every now and then. I see piles and I'm like physically affected, not just in my mind, but in my body. And so when I was younger, I was very, very messy. But then when I became older, I realized, well, actually, I was having kids in order to know where everything is, I have to know where everything is. And or everything has to have a home. Everything has to be looking a certain way or else I would never even find what I needed.
Yeah.
And so for me it was like a survival tool that has really benefited in so many ways.
Yeah, no, I'm totally the same in that way that it is hard for me to like function or move forward in work if there's stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I have to clear my space before I can even think about moving forward creatively, business-wise, literally every
Yes.
aspect. If there's too much there, I just shut down, overwhelm, I'm done.
Yeah. Seriously, I'm like going to bed and watching Bravo.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, looks like there's too much to do today. Let's do nothing.
Exactly. That's the struggle. Okay. What was the next one?
Your mind. Oh, for me, decluttering my mind is like either like literally vomiting on my friend, word vomit, like
I'm glad you added word.
word vomit, like just saying everything that I
Can you
need to
imagine?
say, knowing that I'm in a safe space and I'm in a judgment-free zone and I can just
Yes.
say it all, ramble, like run on sentences. This is how I feel. This is what is like making me cringe on the inside, but also journaling, whether it's writing down words or word vomiting in a journal.
Yeah.
I do like really feel that if I write something down, it is a release for me, whether like it's my brain dump. And so that's why I write so many lists, because as women, we have a huge mental load. And so for me, decluttering my brain is lists, a list for my kids, a grocery list, a list for my business, the different lists. And yeah, that can also get cluttered and confusing as well and overwhelming. But that is also how my brain can function a little bit smoother throughout the day.
It's like no matter how much we declutter our mind, like the gist, I guess, behind it is taking what's up here and getting it out somehow. So you're either getting it out to a friend, you're getting it out on pen and paper, you're getting it out creatively, maybe through your art. You're getting it out of here, you're putting it onto lists. So it's taking whatever is up here, swirling around, taking up space and putting it somewhere visually. And I think that there's something to be said too of like how you learn and how you learn best. And so taking all of these thoughts swirling around and like, where do you need to put them? Do you need to put them up on a calendar? Do you need to put them in your phone? Do you need to take stuff out of your phone? Like, whichever way you learn best, learning how to work with that and decluttering that way, because it's going to be different for everybody.
Yes, no, totally. And that leads us into our next one, your tech, your technology, your computers, your phones. Right now we are in such a like our brains were not made to consume what we are consuming on the daily basis. Like it is so overwhelming. It is so distracting. It's hard to move forward every second of the day. And so whether that means just deleting old stuff off your tech, unfollowing people, muting people, I don't know, keep going. I'm like, there's so much to like decluttering your technology and what's going to feel right for you, especially in today's age.
Yeah. And I think that it can also change. And I think that that's something too that it's hard in decluttering at all is changing your mind or letting go of something that was like once what you believed or what you loved and like letting it go and thanking it for its time, but then like moving forward into like a new part or a new era. And I think that that goes for like your followers list or what you are consuming. And I've gone through many shifts of like accounts that I follow and then clearing them out and then adding new ones in and clearing them out and adding new ones in. And if there is someone that I love very dearly, but I don't like want to see their posts, then they're just muted. And maybe somebody's stories are just muted, or maybe somebody's posts are just muted. And that's kind of something that has helped me a lot too. But when you are in like a state like we are in, and everything we look at on our phones, no matter how we've cleansed our timeline, is bringing up something emotionally, that is when we step away from the tech and we take time away
Yes.
from like the tech altogether, and having breaks and having moments where you are digesting other things in your life. Because again, when we are looking at our phones, even if we've curated it exactly how we need it and what like it to be, that is taking up space in our brain.
Yeah.
And so while there is a time and place for that, there's a time and place to set it down and go walk away and make space for something else.
Yes, no, totally. And I mean, I like my physical phone needs to be decluttered, and it gets overwhelming, and I don't do it. Like right now I think there's 70,000 photos in it. And at that point I'm like, how do I declutter this? This is
Yeah.
going to take too long. Like I just
Yeah.
need to start like throw this in the trash, you know, which
I-
obviously I'm not going to do that, but it
Yeah.
does, like, the more you declutter these spaces, the more often, the easier it's going to be. Whereas where I just said, like, now it's become overwhelming and we want to just go lay.
Yeah.
We don't want to do it.
Lay.
But I will do it. It's just going to take more of a mental push.
Yeah.
But
So good.
yeah, I don't know. And one thing I would like to say before this episode comes to an end is, do not try to organize while you do declutter, because then you're just like on this organizing thing. Then you have everything out of your house all in the middle, and then you're even more overwhelmed. Just work on small things at a time. Decluttering and organizing, they go hand in hand, but they do not have to be done at the same time.
So, in case you are wanting to declutter, here are some tips.
Give them to us.
The first one is the 5-minute tidy. And so 5 minutes before you're about to leave the house, look at a little area and tidy it up very quickly. Could be the laundry room, your bathroom, kids' room. 5-minute tidy. Another one is 1 in, 1 out, which this gives me chills down my spine as a shopaholic. But if one thing is coming in, then one thing should go out.
I used to be really good about that, like my closet and stuff. And in the last, like, I want to say this is long, but in the last like 2 years, nothing has gone out. And so it's just stacking and stacking and stacking. And now maybe I'm going to go home and do the, what is it? You still fold your clothes like her, the Marie.
Oh, yes.
Kondo?
Yes, Marie Kondo method.
Yeah.
Does it bring you joy?
I know. Well, no, and I'm like, maybe if I haven't worn something in the last year, it's out.
It's so hard because, like, I have this thing with t-shirts, but then my sister has, like, so I'll, like, hold on to t-shirts for a while, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not going to care about this, and then I'll give it away. And then years later, I'm like, why did I give that shirt away? And so it's just, like, it keeps, like, the cycle going. It's disgusting because, like, my sister has shirts from our swim team that we were on when we were kids, and I'm like, oh, I wish, who knows, in a rage, I probably was like, who needs a Four Hills Gator shirt, and threw it out. Well, now I do. And so it's like this never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
But I just have to take deep breaths and be like, okay, I got rid of some good ones, like some used shirts that are out there floating around the world. But it's okay. It's for the better because I brought other things into my life.
Yes.
Okay. So one other thing. Okay, wait, 2 more things. Sorry. The first one is if you wouldn't buy it again.
Oh gosh.
Get rid of
Everything
it.
in my home. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so maybe not everything, but like maybe when you're asking if it brings you joy and you're looking at it and you're like, would I buy this again? Truly, if I saw it in the store.
Yeah.
No, then give it away.
Yeah.
And the last one is do seasonal resets. Okay. And that doesn't have to just be like when the seasons change. Like you are a human, you have your own seasons.
Yes.
And so do when it feels right in your body, schedule a whole clean out when you have enough time. And yeah, those are my decluttering tips.
Yes, those are great tips. Thank you so much.
So, wherever you're at on this Monday, hopefully your mind is a little bit more free and you have a wonderful rest of your week. We love you, babes.
Talk soon. Okay. Great. That was great.